we'll start the demo session. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Uh, you can see
Visible.
my screen. Yeah. Okay. So this is the agenda for today. We will discuss about Informatica Cloud, and we're going to discuss about the components of Informatica Cloud here. What is IICS? What is an iPaaS solution? What would be the different cloud terminologies? And I'm going to discuss about the architecture, runtime environment, and how do we get started. Let me put it in slide mode. Okay, the first thing is what is Informatica Cloud? So Informatica Cloud is an on-demand subscription service that provides a complete platform for integration and data management. So as we all know that Informatica is a leading data integration tool in the market, and it has an ability to integrate different cloud applications, and where you can have the connectivity across databases and applications, and also different external applications where you can provide, you can create connections, you can actually create users, you can run jobs, schedule them, and monitor your tasks. So there would be specific components here. They are like runtime environments. We have a cloud secure agent, and we call organization and connections. I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you all the difference between what is organization, what are the connections. I'll give you a brief background about it. So, in fact, Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services is rebranded to Informatica Data Management Cloud, which is called IDMC. And Informatica Data Management Cloud is typically where you see that you have an iPaaS solution. What is iPaaS again? iPaaS stands for Integration Platform as a Service. So this is an inbuilt or a component. I mean, this is service where you would expect suite of cloud services for enabling your development, execution, and governance of integration flows, and would be a combination of on-prem and cloud applications. Like you have your on-prem instances, like your database instance, be it an Oracle, be it SQL Server, or anything that you may want to integrate with Salesforce, or let's say you want to load a file into an AWS S3 bucket, right? You can do that. And the best part about IICS is like you can access it from any machine where you need internet access and your web browser. So you connect through your HTTP protocol. And in IICS, you have a multiple toggle switch visits where that would help you to build and test your integration. When I said toggle switch, where you can select any of the service, you can connect to the service and you can start working on it. For example, you may want to do some development work, or you may have an operator role, a typical production support, where you want to see a job that is running, you want to see the statistics, you want to see how the job is progressing, you want to see if a job is successful or if it is failed, right? You need that details. You can do a toggle switch, and there is a centralized monitoring capability where you can track the progress, and you can also check the results of your jobs. So iPaaS is all this, it's a combination of all these things, and we also have a pre-configured templates for recurring business use cases. Any questions on iPaaS from anyone? Okay. Now, I'll just give you the terminologies when you get to hear from Informatica Cloud. You get a lot of terminologies like add-on connector, administrator, agent, asset. I'm not reading it out all, but you have cloud hosted agent, hosting facility, secure agent, cloud secure agent manager. You have a lot of things here. So how many of you are from Power Center background here? Anyone
I
from
have,
Power Center back?
I do have.
I also have.
Okay,
I
okay,
do have.
I do have.
all right, good to know that. So if you are from Power Center background, I'll just give you a quick comparison. When you do a cloud terminologies, right? You see a Power Center and you have an IICS. These are the functionality is derived from Power Center, but you have a UI which would take care. In Power Center, you may have to launch your client tools, and you need to connect, from a network where you need to launch something which is.
Looks like someone is making some noise. It's really disturbing. The background noise.
If you're not speaking, please go on mute. Right? I would request if you're not speaking, please go on mute. I think is it good now? Are you getting the background?
No, yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Okay. So for Power Center, we have the components. If I just have to begin with a mapping, right? A mapping, or I just have to, let's say, once you have a mapping and you have a session, right? And you also have a workflow. So how do you correlate with IICS? In IICS also we have a mapping. In IICS, instead of session, we have a mapping configuration task. It's called MCT. Okay, this is called MCT, and this is a task flow. Workflow, we call them as task flow. Okay, so in IICS, you have an independent object that you can run. You can run a standalone mapping, but you can't run a mapping in Power Center. For mapping, you need to associate with a session, and then you can have a workflow to run that session, right? So similarly, in IICS, we have a mapping configuration task that is associated to a mapping. So we'll get to know all these details, when we start our training duration. I mean, when we start the training and we go through the entire duration of the topics. So we have a lot of terminologies here, uh, and if I talk about the architecture, right? So the architecture, if you look at this picture, right, there is a user who logs in with the credentials. You sign up to an account, be it your enterprise license or let's say if your personal account, a trial account that you want to learn Informatica Cloud. You provide your credentials and you access your web client. You perform your design and administration. Okay, 1 minute. So as a user, you log in and you have your web client here. You perform your design and administration. And if you look at this, when you do the design or administration function, you actually communicate to the Informatica Intelligent Cloud Services. You connect to multi-tenant repositories. So this is where Informatica is hosting uh, at its own premises, where you have this. It's a microservices model where you have different services which are multi-tenant repositories which are hosting your metadata. So in fact, you're not sending your actual metadata. You're not sending the actual data. It is only the metadata that is getting exchanged from your your interface or from your machine, from your let's say your network. You connect to Informatica Cloud and you connect to an Oracle database instance, or you connect to a Salesforce. This is on the right side. You see the business data where you have different connectors like Marketo, Salesforce, or anything. Uh, any other connectors like LinkedIn or NetSuite, you see that these are the business connectors, and you see there is a customer managed secure agent, which is typically running on a Windows machine or a Linux machine. So what is a secure agent? Why do we need a secure agent? Secure agent is it's a lightweight program that would ensure the metadata is being transmitted to Informatica cloud repositories. So this is not a on-prem database instance. You may be knowing that in Power Center, when we install a Power Center or when you do the installation of Informatica Power Center, you need to have a database instance. You need to have a schema where you need to provide that schema. You need to provide that user that would have access to have the column level data stored in a database. But in Informatica Cloud, it doesn't work that way. Informatica Cloud is where you have the data stored in a repository, and this is happening, everything is happening over the cloud, right? It is when you insert your data or when you update your data, when you do a lot of things, your metadata gets exchanged to multi-tenant repositories. Okay, so the customer managed secure agent would help you to navigate or to communicate your tasks, which would send that information to the repositories for the respective tasks that you're running. Any questions on the architecture here? You have a firewall here. See, there is a firewall which is, if you look at this, and typically organizations would prefer customer managed secure agent, which is also called a local secure agent, which is sitting behind the company's firewall, behind the organization's firewall, because they're controlling their own data. The data doesn't get exchanged. It's only the metadata that gets transmitted. You understood? Any questions on this architecture from anyone?
What you're saying is now there is no need of installing anything on our local machine. Everything is web-based. That's what I mean here.
No. I mean to say we
Uh,
need to do a one-time installation of a customer managed secure agent, which we were supposed to download from Informatica Cloud instance. Okay, there is only one-time effort of having a secure agent. Which is called local secure agent. Okay, this is done when you enroll to a free trial account. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll show you that. But again, this is something within your organization, which is controlling your metadata, controlling your data. So it's only the metadata that gets exchanged. Okay, it's a one-time thing, one-time effort that you need to do. Got it?
One question I have, Arun. So
Hmm.
this trial account will work only for 1 month or so, right?
Yeah,
The
30 days.
Informatica
Correct.
trial account, 30 days.
Correct.
So let's say, for example, today we install this secure agent and then start working on with one of the database that is created in our local machines. After 30 days, if at all we want to extend one more 30 days or something like that, so do we need just uninstalling this secure agent and then reinstalling will work, or is there anything that we have to do?
Exactly. So the secure agent that wouldn't work because you need to register your secure agent to an organization's cloud. Okay. So I was telling you about organization in IICS. What is organization, or in short, it is called org in cloud. This is typically like a domain in Power Center. Okay, and in domain we have different services that are configured, right? So in IICS you have an organization which is when you sign up to a free trial account, right? You download a secure agent. It's valid for 30 days. Okay. Now this secure agent has to be registered against your user, and there is a security token, or there is a token that is provided by Informatica. Okay, you register there, and this is valid for 30 days. Now once your 30 days are completed, Now this specific license is not valid. What you need to do, you need to uninstall the secure agent again. Sorry, you need to uninstall the secure agent at the same location. You can download one more agent, one more version of the free trial account, and you need to register one more time. Okay,
I'm
and
using
before,
this as in a Windows. So is there any registry cleanup or something like that to be done, or
not required,
just uninstall
not
secure
required.
agent?
Just
Okay,
uninstall it, restart your laptop, and you're good to go. That's it.
thank you.
Okay, I'll tell you about it, how to do that. We'll discuss that, when we connect again, because I plan to start. I haven't started. I don't have the software ready yet, so I need to do that. So just a demo session. I just wanted to just bring it up on the content for now, and we will go through the entire installation process as part of our day one activity. I have a day wise activity that is planned out. I can bring it up. I'll show you that. Now you have a repository which is called Informatica Cloud Repository. You need a, this is just an picture, where I'm showing you this interface where you have a UI with administration, design, and all that, right? Again, this is further explanation about the architecture that I covered, where you have your company, secure agent, and all that. So let's say this is a firewall, right? A red brick that you see here, right, is something which is having the direction of Salesforce and your local files and databases. So there is a multi-directional communication, which is happening around the local files machine with your browser. You need a laptop where you download the free trial version, and you can perform administration and design and all that. Okay, and the components. You have the typical components of cloud hosting facility, runtime environment, agent. So what is a runtime environment? What is an agent? What is cloud secure agent? These are important to understand. So runtime environment is something where you need uh, a runtime environment. Without having a runtime environment, you can't run your tasks. And what is an agent? Agent is something which is running within your network. For example, you have a grid, right? In Power Center, you have a grid where you assign multiple nodes to a grid, and you assign, let's say, node A, node B, node C to one grid, and you run your jobs pointing to node A or node B or node B, node C. It can be a form of a grid where it can pick it up any of the available node. Similarly, we have an agent. Okay, and in cloud secure agent, you have uh, a runtime environment. Informatica Cloud Secure Agent is, you have two things here. One is Informatica Cloud Hosted Agent and Cloud Secure Agent, which is called a local agent or a hosted agent. So what is the difference? Local agent is something which is within your network, which I've spoken about, secure agent, a local secure agent or customer managed secure agent. But a hosted agent is something which is in the Informatica premises where you need a license for it. Okay, that is, even if you don't have a local agent, you can still run your jobs in Informatica Cloud hosted agent, but that is not typically organizations would prefer. They would always prefer to have a secure agent within their organization to run the jobs so that they're always sure, they're always protected about the data. That is how Informatica has come up with that local secure agent. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir. So this secure agent, right? I understood for the trial version. In real time, also, do we have to install on our client machines, or is it only installed on the?
No,
I don't know.
yeah, in real time. See, in real time, this is all done by your admin, right? Administrator would take care
On
of it.
our local machines, like.
No, not your local machines, on your Windows server or on your Linux server, and he would give you access to the cloud. instance, right? I mean, he would give you access to the cloud organization, and you don't have to worry about your local instance. This is a training environment, right? We are in training
Right, that's why we
environment.
need to install, but in
You
real
need
time we
only,
don't need.
yeah,
That's
in
what.
real time you don't need it. In real time you
Yeah,
need only that would be taken care by the administrator. Okay,
got
you don't
it.
have
Yes,
to worry.
got it.
Okay, so what I'll do now is just give me a minute. I'll just bring up the course content, and I'll also show you that uh, how to download, how to register and download this. Okay, yeah, sharing my screen again. So what I typically in the course duration, what I would do is I would have this secure agent. This is, and again, the architecture. I just, I'm just explaining on the security model where this is dependent on customer internet, where you have a data center security, IICS platform security, and we also have the role-based access controls where admin can perform, a lot of admin can perform everything. A designer can do this. Designer can perform a few functionalities, and consumer service consumer is someone who can take care of the job results, API-based executions, and all that. So how do we get started? Okay, to get started, what we need to do? To get started, what we need to do is typically, we need to actually, we have to sign up to a free trial account. So what you need to do, Informatica Cloud training, Informatica Cloud data integration, free trial account. Just search it in Google, and you need to sign up for a free 30-day trial, cloud data integration. Okay, you get this window. Okay, you get this window, and you need to provide your name. For example, I'll just provide IICS user. I'm working as a developer. Okay, do not provide any work email. I mean, give your personal email. Okay, for example, test@gmail.com. And you can provide a username. For example, dev user. You can change. See, the reason why you don't you uncheck this box is you can have your mail ID used multiple times. Okay, you can change your usernames, but you can't change your mail ID. So uncheck this box, and you can use dev user for the first 30 days, dev user 1 for the next 30 days, and you can go on. You can select any of the role that you are in, like developer, some random number. Okay. Select your country. Okay, just select your state, your pin code, data center. You can select North America. Just check these two boxes and click on start your free trial. Okay, the moment you click on start your free trial, you would be getting a mail to your mail ID, and you need to confirm your free trial account. Is this clear? Clear to all of you?
Does this free trial give some full access to the different full
No,
access to
no.
the all?
No, it doesn't give you full access. See, it would have a limited functionality for the 30 days. When you say full access, what exactly do you mean by full access? Is it,
Meaning
are you referring to the
administrative.
entire? Yeah, we
Yeah,
get
yeah.
we get access to administration, designer. You get access to monitor and operational insights. You get access to everything,
Even
but
the
only
there
limited
some
access,
kind
not
of
as an enterprise license. Hmm.
sorry some of the advanced things like okay application integration services and other things also
No, no.
like
This is not application integration. This is only cloud data integration. Application integration is different. That's a different free trial account. Okay, you got it. You understood, right? This is only specific to data integration. I'll show you the course content. So this course is like a 4 weeks course, where I'll be covering the overview, runtime environments, and we'll be working on the basic transformations and advanced transformations. So these would be covered in this entire duration, including mapping parameters and variables, expression macro, dynamic linking, task flows, hierarchical connectivity, REST API. How do you create? How do you invoke jobs from Postman? How do you use work on? How do you revoke? I mean, how do you get activity logs and all this using REST API? So this would be covered in linear task flows with parallel task flows, and in-out parameters we have, and hierarchy parser, hierarchy builder as part of hierarchy connectivity, expression macros, and I'll be discussing about these transformations. We'll have some scenarios that we'll be covering along with the synchronization task, replication task. Okay, there are tasks here which we will be discussing. So this is a 4 weeks program, and I've divided into week-wise topics. What would be covered in the week-wise? Week 1 we'll have this installation guidance and flat files. I'll be working on Oracle as my database instance. Salesforce is one account that you need to create. Okay, so, day 2 we have this. Day 3 we have we have a week-wise plan here where we'll be working on this specific week, Monday to Friday. So in fact, the plan is to start from Tuesday. We'll be starting it out. I want to make sure I have my software ready for everything. So I'm taking one more day additional. So we are planning it on Tuesday for these topics. Okay. So this specific course is about data integration. Let me clarify. This is, do not get mixed up with application integration. Application integration is completely different. That is more on the real-time side, and that is not covered here because this is specific to data integration. Okay, any questions from anyone?
Hi. For installing this service agent, what is the configuration do we need for PC?
Okay, for installing the service agent, no. See, okay, the prerequisites, probably you are checking about the prerequisites, right? You are asking about the prerequisites. What is needed for this, to learn this one, Informatica course, I'll tell you. You need, I mean, if you have your Windows 10 version, that is good enough, and you need to have good amount of memory and storage on your laptop. You need to install Oracle 19c database. I can give you this links, okay, and you can create a schema. For example, the schemas can be, I'll give you the sample schema also. Flat files, I'll be providing you the flat files, and you need to sign up to a free trial account from Salesforce, and you need to have good basic understanding on the queries. And this is only an added advantage for students with Power Center background. But if you don't have the background, that is fine. It's good to learn from beginning. You can also create a free Snowflake account and personal AWS account. Okay, I'll just put it in the chat. You can go through this entire content.
Hopefully, like for all of these, like okay, whether it is 19C, Oracle 19C, and IICS, and then even for Snowflake, I think Windows Home Edition is enough, right?
Yeah,
No need of professional.
No, not required. You just need to have an in Windows Home Edition. That is fine.
Even for Oracle 19C database also.
Yeah, correct. 19C is fine.
Correct. Thank you.
You just go through that link that I provided you. I mean, you can just install. There will be steps given there how to install Oracle 19c, and you can create a schema. Okay.
Yeah, Aaron, one thing. So this Snowflake and this AWS, right? So when, in which week we will be covering that one? Like,
Yeah,
writing
because
case.
I have not not included Snowflake and AWS in any of the day because that's only one specific scenario that I would be covering. I won't be covering extensively on Snowflake and AWS because it's only one specific scenario that we would be covering on loading data to Snowflake and also similar to AWS because
So
that
that is in
you know that
the last week. Do you cover in the last week or in the
yeah,
when will you
hopefully
cover?
we'll cover it last week itself, fourth week. Correct. We'll be
Oh,
covering in fourth week. Yeah. Okay. So that's it from my side today. So we'll meet up again on Tuesday and we will continue with the installation. I'll sign up. I'll show you how do I sign up to a free trial account. I mean, I've already shown that, but again, I want to show you the interface. I don't have it at the moment. We can have one more session on Tuesday, and after that, from Wednesday onwards, we'll be starting the batch. Okay.
Arun, I have one
Yeah.
question I'm asking in the chat. Looking for the application integration service also. Is it an advanced topic or is there any plan of covering that in a separate training session?
I no, in fact, that is not planned at the moment, but I do have I don't have extensive experience working on application integration. In fact, I have some basic. I did some jobs in application integration where I'll be able to explain that. But again, that is a separate thing. I don't have any plan at the moment, but I'll keep you posted. We are more focused on data integration at the moment for the first 1 month. We'll see if there is a demand. Definitely, we'll I'll cover that the next batch. Okay.
Thank you.
So please drop in your details to the number given there and contact the organizer, and we'll get started. Hopefully, I'll be able to see you all on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. 7 to 8 a.m. IST is the time that I'll be planning to take this entire course. Okay, thank you. Thanks for joining.